Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, just want to show you what I'm working on right now. I've got this Massca, I wound up buying this is a Massca M2 pocket hole jig. I wound up buying last year and planned on using it to build cabinets, stuff like that. I hadn't gotten around to it. I had so many other different projects going on. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually going to build a stand for it to go on, along with having a couple of drawers. So I haven't put anything together yet. I've just kind of gotten things cut. So this is a piece of wood that, like I say, bring home from work, scrap and everything, piece of 1/2 inch. And I've got it, give you some dimensions. It's 31 inches by 8 inches, okay? And what I've done is, as you can tell, I've got me some dados cut in here, and then I've got these pieces here. I already got them, and the nice thing about it is these already had a dado put in it, as you can tell right here. So what I'm going to do is, these are actually going to be the sides, and this is going to be the back. So it's going to go in there like that, if I can get it the right way and everything. So with these dados here, they're actually going to be part of my drawer slides. So that way, we've got them down here at the bottom. Gonna put them in like that. Gonna be in like that, and I'll make some drawers. That way, I'll be able to hold on to my bits and everything that I've got there, and everything else. So y'all stay tuned, and as soon as I get more done on it, I'm not going to show you me doing all the sawing and everything, cutting the pieces, because I'm limited on room over there. Plus it gets noisy, and yeah, it's kind of boring for me. So y'all stay tuned, and I'll show you me getting it all put together. Alright guys, I want to show you what I'm doing right now. Let me tilt the camera down just a little bit more so we can see what I'm doing here. Alright, there we go. So what I've done is, even though I don't like working with MDF, it's like, hey, for what I'm doing, it will work. So cut me a couple of pieces of backs, and took me another piece, and I've got me some dados run in it. And this right here, I was going to have another dado in the back, but I mismeasured. Hey, that's okay, I'm human, just like everybody else. So I was like, okay, fine. So I just went and took out the back. It's going to work. So we're going to put this together. We've already got the air compressor turned on. So I'm going to get the glue and everything. And yes, I do like using my Gorilla wood glue. We'll make this easy, putting this all together. That way everything is lined up. So what I'm going to do is bring that in. So we got to get nail gun. Yes, I'm using my Banks nail gun, the 18 gauge, and I'm using 1.5 inch 18 gauge red nails. I'm going to turn this just a little bit, so I'll make sure I got that lined up. Right there. Got one in there. Now we're just going to make sure I got that lined up at the bottom. There. Voila! Now, instead of trying to get everything done, I'm actually going to be using the top as a jig. So these will fit both ways. So now we just take, since I got that one, I can just slide that one over into that. Got my other bottom. We'll take this one here. Glue come out. We'll do the exact same thing. Drop it in the groove there. Make sure I got everything lined up. Pop the brad in there. Do it the same way. And there we go. That side there is done. I can take that out. And I just got to make sure my dado is at the bottom. And we'll put some glue here. And make sure we get glue on there. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Since everything's going to be lined up in the dados, why not? Yes, my air compressor kicked on. I like how quiet it really is. Okay, so now, as you can tell, got them lined up. They fit in there perfect. Now, put some glue and I can put my bottoms on. And that way, if you got everything lined up before starting to glue and you're trying to get everything lined up, hey, use your own workpiece as the jig. Save time and everything. Lined up there. Off just a little bit, but there we go. That's good and tight. Just need a little bit of attitude adjustment on the back side here. Come forward, and that's lined up the way it should be. A couple in there. Too much. That's coming along good. Like I said, usually I don't like using MDF but for this situation, it's going to work. That's already lined up good there. And yes, I'm going to put more in. That's lined up perfect. Now I just gotta go this route. Now I just gotta make sure I'm over. Go mark about 3/4. Let's see. Let's come over. Come over 1 inch. Put one in there. One right there. This doesn't have to be rocket science. Like I said, it's the bottom. No one's going to see it unless you flip it over. And this ain't a Ford. Flip over redirections. Maybe that's what I should do, put some directions down here. That way, let everybody know how you do this. Just like that. Now, mind you, neither one of these are, neither one of these secured down here yet. See if I can get this flipped over. There. That's what it's looking like so far. Which is not too bad. Like I said, that still gives me room where I can get up underneath here in the middle. And that way I can be able to secure the Massca M2 down, which I'll probably, drill my holes, I'll mark it, get my holes drilled. I'll use some flat top machine screws. That way I've got nuts and washers here on the bottom to secure it. But now I've got I'll have to make some drawers to go in here and everything. So then I'll get this secured down. I don't know if I'll, go with actual nails. I mean, no one's really going to see it but me. And, that's actually probably going to be the best thing to do. So, anyways, y'all stay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. Go on, why not? Like I said, I'm not worried about really the looks on it. The only thing it's getting used for is to hold the Massca pocket hole jig on and have the drawers. I'm going after functionality, not looks on this. Go. Size is probably going to get kind of messed up by me working with it, so that's fine. And like I said, now that's 3/4. Just go put one there, put one right there, one right there. I'll have to measure this other. Last one, right there. Make sure I still got nails. Nope, I'm out of nails. Luckily I brought more over. Alright, let me do some measurements, figure out where this has got to be at, and as soon as I get more going on it, I'll bring you back, so stay tuned. Alright guys, alright, so what I've gotten done right now is I've gotten one drawer totally completed, except for having the pull knob and everything, which I'll figure that out in here in a few minutes. But as you can tell, I've already got it put together, so I'm going to show you how I did it. Now mind you, I'm not an expert at doing this kind of stuff, so it takes me a while to try and figure this stuff out. So I've already got my dados put in here for the side rails, and since for my bottom I've got that. Now there's no glue for this, so it's just putting some glue here, putting a little bit there, flip this over, try and get that all lined up and in. There we go, that's sitting down, that's all in. Now, instead of nailing from this way, I've switched over to 5/8 brad nails. So I'm basically toenailing it in there. I had one kind of pop through right there, but like I said, for me, you know, it's just right there. It's like, now, okay, no big deal. For what I'm doing, I don't care. But right there. Now, one thing I did do was, I've got it right here in the bottom. I took some strips, cut them length, and I got them hot glued down in there as runners. So these all slide on. See how good of a job I did. Not bad. Not bad. I don't think it's all that bad. I'm off a little bit, but hey, for what I'm wanting to do and everything, it's going to be fine. So the next step is put some, like I said, put some handles on it. That way, you know what? I've got room where I can just grab and pull out. So I'm not worried about that. But what I do need to do is I need to, since that is wanting to drop down, what I need to do is come up with something for here to keep it nice and level. And then, which, I mean, this I'm happy with. It's plenty big, because where's my bit? Okay, here's my bit. It's gonna fit in there no problem. That way then, if I want, I can actually get me some pocket, you know, I'll put my drill bits in, and I can be able to put, you know, say my driver bits in and drill bits in here, because those things always break and you always lose them. And besides, the ends always do wear out. This side I can actually use for putting in, for storing something else. I'll grab it out here. Something I just thought of. Pocket hole screws. Hey, I'm doing pocket holes. I gotta have some way to store. Hey, you know what? That's gonna work. I may get some smaller containers to put in here, but yeah, that'll work. Now it's not deep enough for this to stand up that way or going that way. Of course, I didn't think about doing that. Just now thought about trying to have, you know, hey, pocket hole screws, perfect. So give me a few minutes to figure out, come up with some runners and everything for the top. Make sure these didn't want to do that number, and then I'm going to figure out something to actually keep it from allowing the drawer to come all the way out. So yeah, I'm not even going to worry about putting hang on, because I can just grab here and pull out. That'll work. Yeah, I'm happy with that so far. Alright, y'all stay tuned and I'll bring you back. Alright guys, I want to give you an update. Alright, so got my drawers already set up. As you can tell, I got some stops and everything. And on that one, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not. Yeah, this one's a little bit stiff, but I've got stops on that one, that way they won't come out. And what I wound up doing was I took a piece of the same material I did the bottom on, which was a 1/2 inch MDF, and actually had to take a piece of like 3/16 of it, combine the two. I just got them hot glued in here. Now at the bottom I did the same thing, but I brad nailed them in there. So right now I've got that right there. So now I can take my Massca M2 owner's manual, you know, the how to use it. I've got place for it. And if I want to take it apart and have it as a standalone, I've got place for this. And as everybody says, don't lose your depth guide. So now I've got a place for it. And I'm actually going to be able, the pieces that come out, I can actually have those sitting in here, which, here's my 2 rails that go with it. Got to have the Allen wrench. And let's see, I think that's it. Oh, and they did put that in there. They did send me a little supply of screws. So I didn't realize that there was those 4 screws to hold it down. But now I just used some pocket hole screws I already had to hold it down. So these I can then put over in here. And then this, what I got from Amazon, which is the, as you can tell, it's a Line Max 8 by 1.5. So it comes with a free bit, which I've already been using. So now I've got a place for that. Get that drawer closed. If I can get it to go back, it'll go in. I just had to get me a piece to, not to mess with that. But anyways, I've got that set up. That drawer closes, no problem. Let's see. And I got that one a little close. I had to actually have some spacers up underneath there, that way, because the drawer kept wanting to drop down. Now, got everything. Got me a nice little setup for doing my pocket holes. So there you go. I've got a way of storing all that stuff, including extra bits, which got here. So those can go in there. And I've got a place to put my pocket holes. Like I said, I'll probably get some small containers for those to go in there. That way I've got enough. make it a lot easier. I may put dividers in there. I don't know. That might be an idea. Get it set up for some dividers. But anyways, leave me a comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit that bell notification. That way you know when I got another video out or whenever I go live. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps. I'm not that far away from hitting 1,000 subscribers. So until next time, y'all stay safe, God bless, and have a good day.